So today I'm sharing my personal opinion about how I see the internet and what's happening in the space of technology generally. A lot of hype have happened around AI, according to getting jobs, remote jobs, finding a job, upgrading your skill sets, learning this, learning that, just to be able to be competitive in the market. But beyond this, I see a lot of complexity happening around that I don't really understand. Nobody's exactly sure exactly how this oath is going to pan out. But we are all trying to scramble around left and right, trying to figure out the best way to take advantage of these opportunities. Today, I'm just sharing my personal opinion on what I think of what is happening, what I think how people should react to it, and how people should position themselves for the future. For me, the future is always changing. It's not a static place. It's something that constantly change and constantly evolve. And when one sees before a major changes happen, or before a major milestone hits, there's always pointers of like something telling us something's about to happen that we should get prepared for it. But for most people, they see this pointer, they ignore it, and then it just happens to them, and they are surprised that how the cheese were moved, and nobody told them that things are going to change this fast and this rapidly. For me, it's constant to be a step ahead, trying to think of what's the next big thing that's going to happen, and bearing in mind that where you are now, you're actually trying to fine tune it and make the best use of it. So it's not about constantly chasing the future, because the future is bleak. We're not sure exactly how it's going to turn out. It's by being consciously prepared that things can change, and it could change massively. So how did I prepare myself for this? How did I prevent this change from sweeping me off my feet? How can I build myself on a solid ground such that no matter the complexity and the change that is coming, it won't be much of a trouble to me. I can actually navigate truly and successfully still be relevant in times to past. Today, I'll focus my attention on AI. So AI has been a popular conversation around the globe. A lot of things coming up, from OpenAI to DeepSeek to Claude to Manos and the likes. A lot of names coming up with different kind of solutions, trying to be the successful one that will make the change and build your stuff up. But from my opinion, so I took a deep dive into it to know exactly what's happening, to know what's all about this, and how to better position myself for it. So one of the things I found out is that AI is nice too. I see that just like a library that we can use. I still feel it like, for those of developers, I see like a library that can be used to cater, to capture events, to store data. I said library that can be used that we just bring this data inside, just import this library into our code, and help us get our work done more effectively. So that's what I see. I see them as libraries. So you just understand libraries, how the library work, and how to integrate it, and what to expect and what not to expect. So that's why I see the level of AI that's coming around. I don't see anything massive from it. Though technology behind is very massive and it's a game changer, but either way, it's still library actually. It's still a library that just get things done for you, just like get things done, like a library for photo image. Now you're having a library that can help you generate data, can help you generate solutions. So it's just a library. It's just an additional layer to make our job easier as developers to get things done. So it's for us as developers to learn how to go and learn these libraries, learn how to use it, learn how to integrate it into your work, so you can make huge benefit from it. So that's the important thing we should consider when learning about exactly what is happening into this thing. Then I also want to talk about something. Some of you are at work, you work for some of the projects. Now there should be a balance between how you work and how to get things, how you work and how you ensure your own progress. This is what I mean. Many times where we work in an organization, we are given several tasks of things to done or things to be done to get done, and things to get done as soon as possible because there are deadlines to meet, there are tasks to be met, there are things that's required that you get it done because business needs this for them to operate effectively well, which is awesome and is nice. But there should be a balance of the two, whereby in as much as it's tendency that if you're not careful, your head is just bent down on the tasks and trying to get things done over and over, working hard to get things done over and over, and then there's you just get locked in that you're not growing. You're just there recycling the same tasks you'll be doing over and over. So there's no increase in your capacity. The same capacity that you have, you're just repeating the tasks in a larger scale, repeating the task over and over for different kind of things, but see the same task you're actually doing. So in as much as those repetitive tasks are important to get business running, it's also important that sometimes you break away from that and try to explore what other things is possible in your industry. Whether it's to start to learn, whether to go and learn something new, or to read news about an event that is happening. So that can keep you abreast of the good things that's about to come up in your industry, so you can take advantage of it. Someone was saying something like, if it takes you, if it take me 10 days to cut a tree, I'll spend the first 8 days fine-tuning my axe, so I can just cut the tree within the shortest time possible. So it's telling you the power of our tools, that the more we get our tools sharpened and prepared effective well, the more you can get things done. So it's not about actually doing the tasks, it's about doing the tasks in an efficient way to get a tree down as soon as possible. So sometimes the time you spend in learning, the time you spend in exploring other technologies or other tools that may not be direct impact to your work, the more your scope is being expanded, and the more you can get things done in the shorter time possible. So that should be our focus. It's not just about getting the job done. It's about the tool we are using. So it's all about the tools actually. And I think since the creation of man, not that creation of man, since the evolution of man, or since man became self-conscious, or man became roaming around the earth, or since God created man, man has one of the things that have actually been a great leverage for man throughout history is basically the concept of using tools. Tools as small as stones to crack nuts, tools as small as stone to make axe, as then they came to the era of iron, where you can now use cutlass and the likes of cut trees. So tools have always been an integral part of human evolution and human advancement in any place we find ourselves. So it's more about the tools. It's not about getting the tasks done. It's not about moving the mountains. It's not about cutting the trees. It's not about getting that job done. It's about tools. It's about tools. So tools are the most important thing that is actually needed, not actually the work. Because if you focus just on the work will be done, but it can be done slower. Who knows? They can find replacements for you if you are too slow on the tasks. So the most important thing here is actually your tools. Your tools is your life, so to speak. It's what gives you the leverage. It's what makes things done easier. It's what gives you, for example, now I'm shooting this video now. I'm shooting this video now. A couple of years ago, this is not possible. You need the standard, you need the studio, extra to shoot this. But there are now tools that make this thing so much easy. So tools are the most important thing to get things done. So you focus on your tools, not on the work. Focus on improving your tools. Focus on getting more tools. Focus on cleaning up your tools, maintaining your tools, preserving your tools. And focus on ensuring that your tools are relevant everywhere you find yourself. So these are my thoughts this morning about how tools are important and about how AI hype and AI tools all around are just tools. They're just tools for us to use to get our job done, to get things done faster, to get things done more effectively, and to get things more cheaply. So I think this is a mindset you should have going forward. That it's all about getting the right tools for the right job, and it's all about fine-tuning the tools, because the tools is what determine how much you earn and how much you get things done. To bring the context of the tools better to you, remember, for those that study basic science in school, the one they call pivot. Pivot is a small tool that can help you lift a big load that you cannot lift. But by law of physics, there's a way you can position the pivot and the plank and the load that makes it easier for you to lift the load that is almost like 10 times your size, 10 times your normal strength that you can't carry. But by the virtue of the pivots, you can actually lift it up. So you can see the power of two, how he was able to actually scale up the little things that you find difficult to do, and was able to do it with ease. So see it too like that. Those are things that help us get things done fast. Just like a car is a tool. So it could take you 10 years to cover 10 kilometers. So it'll take you like a week to cover 10 kilometers. But with a car, in a matter of seconds, you can actually cover that. Matter of minutes, you can actually cover that. So a tool is a tool. Thank you for listening, and have a nice day.